And that's going to be that's another one of the observers in this game. So Mort, a little bit in a bit of a bind here. He doesn't have the offensive power he's got, and that's probably what's waiting on the sphere, is the resources, the supplies. So now these B5s moving in, that somehow they appear to be just trying to skirt the outside. They really need to be taking this resources simulator out, and just because it's a free kill. Mort moving it away. Okay, so they do see it. They're going to take it out. It has really nowhere to go, and they're going to quickly take out this free kill, which is a good thing. Whenever you get free kills, dollars for pennies. Take them out, get them when you can. No losses to yourself. And this is going to be quick work on this resource assimilator. So these B5s getting a little bit of extra experience. Not sure why he is moving away. So here's a couple scout cubes. Not going to be able to engage in this B5 fleet. Not sure what it's going to do. It might be sort of a harass against the main base. If nothing else, that would stave off these B5s. Maybe draw them away. Nonetheless, this Borg trying to get their supplies up. So the B5s moving within range of the main base. Main base being heavily upgraded, as you can tell, because of the amount of firepower coming out of it. And the B5s trying to take out the resources. Now, if they come up and see this little bit of mini expansion base, they are going to really cut into the Borg's ability to do anything. If I were the Dominion at the moment, what I would really want to do is to move around to this conduction matrix, take it out, and that would stop the Borg from producing any offensive ships. So, and that does exactly look like what they're going to do. They're going to try to stay out of range of this assimilation matrix, the starbase, and take out the conduction matrix. So here we have NuclearDude moving in on the Borg, looking like it's a little bit of a kill. So those scout cubes running around, still don't know what they're doing. Looks like they are going to try to do a little bit of distract up here, but the Dominion making a run into the Borg base, and this is going to be a very, very nasty loss. This station is going to be a nasty loss for the Borg. You can see here that they've got the sphere, and the sphere is building. It's going to be a good minute or so before we see it. But the Borg can't do a lot at the moment. You can see here that Mort has very intelligently built a standby collective uplink. So he's going to lose. He's going to actually, he is decommissioning this station, and intelligently doing so, trying to get maybe prevent the Dominion from getting any additional experience and saving that last bit of resources. So now we have these two scout cubes hanging out. Not sure what to do. Okay, so at this point, these B5s are moving away. They're full shields, and this is actually a little bit of a bad move on the Dominion's part. They need to be pressing their offensive advantage. Mort being the wily opponent that he is. So he still has resourcing going on if the Dominion do not stop that. So there's this late scout cube harass. He needs to move away this little ship here, this scout cube. And it looks like he's getting some micro. Uh-oh, this scout cube needs to be put. Uh-oh, he's losing his scout cube, and that's actually not a good thing for the Borg. He can't afford to lose offensive ships like that. And just a little bit of missed micro, probably on the wrong movement autonomy or something to that effect. So the Borg going to move up here, probably going to engage the scout cube and take it out. It's a fairly safe move. can see that a construction yard going up, going to allow a little bit of repair going on. This is actually going to bring in the Borg here. The Borg going to be losing one of their offensive ships. Now we can see that the sphere is up and out, and the conduction matrix, and Mort actually being quite, I've seen this a couple of times with Mort, is that he'll build these odd base placements where that your opponent won't actually expect it. So you see this adaptation matrix going up. So Mort not going to be able to field immediate some ships immediately. He's not. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably going to put up some adapters, and that would be quite interesting to see if that happens. This is going to be a little bit interesting. So those adapters would be able, our heavy torpedo-based offensive ships would actually be able to take on these larger ships better because the torpedoes would have a larger chance of hitting. So you can see the B5s. The minion NuclearDude is moving in on this Borg expansion. Going to take it out. And this is going to stop the Borg from resourcing, except now that the Borg are back down here. So if I were the Borg would need to move his ships, make them run some way, sacrifice one of them. It looks like he is trying to save a little bit of them. I would take this one and run it the opposite direction like he was doing earlier. Buy some time for his ships. What he's really trying to do is save this adaptation matrix, since it's in a very odd position. And that is actually, so the question is, where's the sphere? So there's this, okay, there is the adapter, and it probably is sporting a Dominion adaptation matrix. So here's the sphere. Okay, so it's going to be able to pop in here and harass in the main base. So you can see that the... So is there another adaptation? Oh, yes, there is. There's an adapter coming out here. So the sphere moving in on this guy is going to provide a lot of danger to the remaining fleet here. It's going to be able to tank that starbase for the most part. So the B5s not really paying any attention to the sphere in the main base. So the Dominion base is going to take a little bit of hit. But it's really not something that the Dominion are worried about because they're fielding these 6 battle cruisers. So you can see here that Mort lost his resource simulator, and the question is, where did there's the simulator? So he needs to get salvage as many of his ships as he possibly can. And this odd base placement is actually working into Mort's advantage. And you can see here that you got the Dominion technology adaptation here. This is actually going to see if this comes into play. So this sphere, having run out of energy, can no longer tank. It needs to get out. So the Dominion are looking like they're going to try to take on the sphere. The sphere somehow very intelligently knowing to get that hell out of Dodge. So this sphere making a run into this fluid nebula. This is going to help the Borg get out of there. And these B5s looking like they're probably going to take a chance to repair, recrew. Now the Dominion, this is actually a very low resourcing game because everyone's just scrounging for lithium and titanium. So we see that there's another adapter on the matrix, on the build queue. So here we have an adapter here, we have an adapter here, we've got a sphere here. Mort trying to produce an anti-Borg army here. He's scrounging by with what his odd-looking placement. So you can see even that this resources simulator is a little bit on the waiting on the queue, waiting for resources or something. So the Borg really need to kind of stay friendly with this nebula because that is going to give them their biggest advantage. So you can see that the sphere going to try to pull, maybe try to pull these B5s into this nebula, and that would give these adapters, which really are not, well, actually with this Dominion technology adaptiveness, it probably has got 2 of them running. So that is going to reduce the damage.